One of the things we wanted to do with this movie is bring the hand of the artist back, bring line drawings back into it, basically bring more of the art back into it. So it's not just the computer, it's the hand of the artist in there as well.
Comic books actually are really expressive because they're hand-drawn. Specifically, all the characters' expressions are drawn with line work. And when you have all that line work, it's really easy to create a really definitive emotion. You know, character raises an eyebrow, you just draw that eyebrow. And then, so I think when you look at traditional CG, a lot of that tends to get softened. So I wanted to see if there was a way to keep all the line work on a character's face. And Josh Beveridge and Danny, their teams found ways to actually animate, to create like dimensional line work on the character's face. It doesn't just come with the toolkit. Every single expression line has to be built and has to be given a rig and has to be mapped onto the surface of every character's face. All that line work actually has to be built in 3D as a piece of geometry and mapped and coordinated by an animator. And it was incredibly difficult. They rose to the challenge and they found ways to do it, and they invented a whole system to be able to do it. The number of things that they had to rig for each character was phenomenal. But what we got out of it was a level of performance that's really incredibly nuanced and beautiful.
We as a show like stacked hands and decided they were going to prioritize good taste over accuracy. Accuracy is one of those things that computers do really well, and people are better at good taste. And sometimes having things misaligned or feeling slightly imbalanced is appealing, and it adds to the design. And so that's process of every department contributing a little bit. Everyone gets to improve on it as part of our workflow. The imperfection is charming. Life's imperfect. Computers are too perfect, and that's one of those things that it feels sterile. One of those things that feels like it got so much more design in it because there's all these little misregisterings and little misalignments, and contacts aren't absolutely perfect. Again, it's good taste is more important than accuracy.
So a lot of detail went into this movie. At the end of the day, a lot of that detail can really only be seen on the big screen. There's a lot of finesse to this. You just need to see it on the big screen.
Hey guys, did you know that 2019 will release a record-breaking 11 superhero movies? There's the usual amount of Marvel movies, but increased output from Warner Brothers, as well as DC, and as well as some final Fox X-Men titles. Now the films include Hellboy, Glass, X-Men Dark Phoenix, Captain Marvel, Shazam, Avengers Endgame, Spider-Man Far From Home, New Mutants, Joker, and Wonder Woman 1984. Now remember, click here below to subscribe or on the side for more great content.